What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Dynasty 253 podcast. My name is Chris, the Curse Commish. Joined as always by Rob, Mr. Show Me Your Tets. How's it going tonight, buddy? I know we just had an epic rant, so
I'm going to summarize everything I said over the last 45 minutes. I hate Matt LaFleur. I want him out of Green Bay. That team sucks. And yeah, we've given away too many wins this year. It's crap. Like I was saying, we have 3 games where we combined on average gave up 10 points a game. We lost all 3 of them. I'm done. I'm over it. I needed the Packers to make one game-winning drive to save my fantasy day, and they fumbled. I had enough football this week. That's what it was. I had enough football this week. When I'm watching Thursday Night Football on Monday night, I'm over it. So,
well, at least you watched the Monday night game.
Oh, yeah, I was sailing the high seas.
Yep, I don't blame you on that one.
Keep that on the DL. Since they got shut down. It's pretty funny. Ever since they shut down the ghost websites that I go to, the sites that shall not be named, ever since they got big on shutting them down, they've gotten way better, which is kind of funny. They just came back stronger. Pretty good deal. After the Disney deal, they were like, here we go. You know.
Yeah, not Disney even get started on that one.
They can keep going broke. Whatever. I'll watch Ticket or whatever, and then whatever. Eventually, we'll all be back on the 7 seas. The high seas. Sailing.
High seas.
Anyway, we'll all be back on the high seas eventually.
Eventually, we're all going to go back to cable television.
No. I mean, eventually, if you keep YouTube, it's going to send you back. I know, I have a little antenna receiver, but it doesn't get ABC, which I'm pretty sure is Disney's fault too. So they're like, no, you can't pick it up on local. Something like that. I don't know. I assume Disney's got their hand in everything nefarious like that. So
yeah, Disney.
Whatever. They suck too. Disney is the Matt LaFleur of entertainment brands. There we go.
Nice.
They're all screwing up the screen.
It was a wild week in the league this week.
Yeah. That's what I said.
We'll get to talking about that. We did have some big injuries this week. We did have a trade go down last week that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, we never did get to that.
Yep, because it was still pending at the time that we recorded. So I'll talk about that really quick. Run through our usual segments, and then updated on the draft pick standings. So
maybe we should quit picking teams. We're doing awful.
Yes, we are.
Just bad.
Actually, so no, bad. We did fairly good because all the ones we picked together were right, except for the 2 that we lost, which we picked together.
Yeah.
So there's no record change for the head-to-head because we're both even this week.
I didn't even win that. That's cool. Look at that, Chris. We don't win our matchups, and we tie in the picks. We are on one this week. I'll tell you what. Golly.
Well, I'm right there with you, man.
At least you're not rolling off like the bad beat, man. I'm getting smacked in the face week after week after week, and then I finally get a shot, and it's like, oh, watch us shit the bed. I don't remember the last time we didn't break 100. And this time we just break 100. I went from 132 or 133 to 96. It's pathetic.
I went from rolling high to losing to Tommy.
Yeah, that was kind of funny, actually.
Yeah. So
I guess if you live by Bowers, die by Bowers, is that how it goes?
Yeah, it's
he gets you 30, he gets you 3. Yeah, he's the Jameson Williams of tight ends. There we go.
There you go. So let's start off a little bit different. Instead of starting off with our player injuries like we normally do, let's talk about the trade that went down last week.
Okay, nope.
So James and Keith made a trade. So James traded Zay Flowers to Keith for Brandon Ayuk, a 26 first and a 26 second.
I didn't think Zay Flowers was worth that much.
Neither did I.
If I saw Zay Flowers go for a 1, I'd have been like, okay, a 2 would have made the most sense. A 2, 1, and Ayuk. I still think Ayuk's got some talent in there too. So
when he comes back,
I don't know, man. We talk all this shit about these trades. We talked shit about Keith giving up Bijan, and then he got freaking Jonathan Taylor coming in. So instead he has two great running backs, and he had three. Now he has two, but there's Josh Allen. And it's like, whatever. What do I know? I don't know anything. I traded Jonathan Taylor. So whatever.
So did I.
Yeah. Yours is worse because he started playing when he played for you. I had him in the contract year. I had him in the injury. I had him in the just didn't want to be there bum status shit. And then like you get him and he's scoring points, and then you try to like flip him, and now he's just a dog. So
Yeah, but who would have thought he'd have been doing what he's
after the like what I think for 3 years, and he was just absolute. No, it was 2. It was 2 years. But like
2
after
years?
2 years of his bullshit, and you're like, dude, whatever. Like I'm done with you. I don't want to deal with this. And then
Yeah. I
I
just
guess
didn't
good
think.
things come to those who wait.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think he'd be putting up these numbers because I didn't expect Daniel Jones and the Colts to be this good.
No, right?
So that's why I traded him. In hindsight, probably should have traded Brees Hall.
Yeah, that's
In
fair.
hindsight,
I don't know. In hindsight,
but
everything's way easier, right? I mean, I traded away T. Higgins, and I had to trade to get him back. So it's like, you know, I don't know. At least we're good at wide receiver. That's what I'm going with.
I was going to start out this episode by saying that I'm going to put this out there to everybody's listening. If you guys want to host this podcast, because obviously I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, please feel free. Host the podcast because I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's
Why
true.
we
I
get
don't.
why we get 30 views a week, I don't know, because it ain't from my insight.
That's because we're pretty.
That we'll go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with pretty.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that was
I
the
don't know.
trade that went down.
If it's a good trade, if it works out, I don't know. I would definitely put myself in these shoes. If I had Zay Flowers, I would make that trade. If that was offered to me
Absolutely.
for Zay Flowers, I would take it in a heartbeat. If I was offered Zay Flowers for that, I would reject it. So that's my opinion on it. But like I said, I don't know, man. I traded away all my running backs, and now that's all I need. So bad.
Yep.
What do I know?
Yeah.
I'm a fool.
Nothing. Nothing at all. But all right. So let's get into the injuries that happened this week.
Okie dokie. This is good for the Packers. If the Giants can score 0 this week, we might actually beat them. So
Yep. So
Jackson
Dart out with a concussion, probably going to miss this week. He's
get well,
been
Jackson. Don't come back. Oh, we gotta play Russell Wilson. He's gonna drop dimes on us.
I think he should be starting Jameis Winston.
He runs. He's done terrible things to us in the past too. Not just us, but we'll only talk about what he's done to us.
Yeah, the Giants just fired Brian Dable, so I think they're going to go Jameis because Russ looked like crap when they put him in.
I mean, I think like the decision on Russell Wilson was already made. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jameis Winston came in, which sucks. He's kicked our ass before. So
Yeah.
yay. Remember that Saints game when he played for the Saints? Yeah.
Yep.
I do. Beat the shit out
So-
of us.
So sticking in New York, Garrett Wilson's going to be out 3 to 4 weeks with a knee sprain.
Also advantageous for me, so now Michael will beat me by less. So
Yep. So Michael's,
you think he's really hurt, or
I think he's hurt.
you don't think he's
I think
like
he's hurt.
maybe trying to say, okay.
No,
I
because
didn't see
he came in and played and then left.
Okay.
So I think he's really hurt.
I didn't see it. I was gone all Sundays. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden people on that team started getting hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Marshawn
Well-
Lynch that year, he got a little bit of a deal, and then right after Super Bowl, and then just got injured.
Yeah. Until at
Undisclosed.
Brees Hall.
Well, I know. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, what is he doing? I thought he was going to get injured too, and he just went off. So, whatever.
So the other wide receiver went down last night. Your boy Romeo Dobbs. Like I said, I didn't watch the game, so I don't know what happened.
It's something
All
in
I
his
heard is
chest. Yeah, there was a play where, whether you decided it's pass interference or not, he had a linebacker land on him pretty hard. I think he might have I don't know if he popped anything in there, but he definitely came up, tried to run another play. It was like doing one of the, couldn't really breathe kind of deals. And so, yeah, I don't know what's going to be up with him. It's hard to know because no one's disclosed anything on it yet. All we know is he left with like chest problems, which could be any series of things, right? He might just got the wind knocked out of him and like didn't come back. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait to see what comes out of that. If he does miss time, though, that sucks for the Packers. We can recover. We've got a few wide receivers. But yeah, that would be a bummer. We really can't afford to lose another one. That'd be Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Michael Golden, and Tucker Kraft. So luckily we only run the ball, so whatever, it doesn't matter, I guess.
All right. So tight ends, we had 2 injuries this week. We had Oronde Gadsden Jr. go down with a bruised quad, so he's day-to-day for Christian's team. They thought it was a knee injury at first because it was a contact injury. But turns out MRI just said bone bruise or bruised quad.
Bone bruise. Okay. That sounds rough.
So
that sounds walk-offable, though. I don't know, it's football. I think you're supposed to be able to play through a bruised quad.
You would think.
What do I know?
Another tight end injury for my squad. Dalton Kincaid with a hamstring injury. He's going to be week to week.
I'm glad he's your problem now. Yeah, his hamstrings have been an issue for a long time.
So that's fun.
Make sure you're stretching.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the only serious running back injury that I saw of the week is J.K. Dobbins.
I told you this was coming. I told you all year that this was coming. This was the moment I was waiting for when I was holding on to Harvey, was for this moment right here.
So sounds like it's a mid-foot sprain, might be put on the IR. So it looked like a hip drop tackle.
Yeah, we're getting rid of those, aren't we? We'll not do that no more because you might injure somebody. Yeah.
So thankfully, I do have RJ Harvey to throw.
I was going to say, you got his handcuffs. That really helps. Yeah.
With the whopping 2.9 points he got me last week. Yeah, really helps.
That was pre-J.K. Dobbins going down. He's also carried you in a couple games, so calm down, Turbo. He's a dog. You're going to be happy you have him, I think.
We'll see. We will see.
I mean, to be fair, you gave up Quentin Johnston for him, and that's been a nightmare. Yay.
You wanted Quentin Johnson. That's a nightmare you wanted.
I still think he's a freaking dog. Just utilize him. Like, I don't understand. Like, he fixed the hand problem. He had all the things you can't teach, so just use him. Anyway.
He had a couple last week that he should have caught, but didn't.
That's what happens when I don't watch Sunday football, I guess. I talk on my ass and I sound dumb. Like, oh, well, he actually kind of regressed. My bad.
Yeah, he dropped a few he should have had.
He's looked good, though, until then.
Yeah,
maybe it was just the week for people to drop balls. Yeah, he does. So, but he'll continue to progress, and that's fine. And we're not going to win this year, but he'll continue to progress as we go forward, so that's fine.
So those are the major injuries of the week. Thankfully, we don't have a list of like 10 to 12 like we normally do.
It does seem strangely short compared to us. But that's probably because everyone's broken. You know, they already broke all the breaker people. There's no one left to break.
Really true.
We're running out of people. Starting to see names I don't recognize.
Yep.
See a lineup. Who the hell is that?
There's some names you recognize in the top scorers of the week because we're moving on to the next segment.
Yep.
So, third place on the week was James, putting up 136.3 points this week.
That's pretty good. But
Keith came in second place with 154.44. So, another solid outing.
That's really good.
And this guy, Shaven Tigers.
Dude, that's outrageous.
Chapin put up 188.82 points.
That's like really high. I think you're supposed to, when that happens, I think you're supposed to find out like where that falls in the standings of all time. Because 188's pretty freaking high. I also want to extend an invitation to James to join our support group for being the number 3 scorer and losing to one of the other 2 tops. Yeah, I feel you, man.
Chapin had 3 players score over 30 points. Baker, Achan, and Travion all scored over 30.
Dude, Travion Henderson, that play where he was like asking the bench if he should score or go
Yep.
down. How fast is that man? He got that far ahead of the
Fast.
defense and he was like, what do you want? Kind of went to a little trot and was like, slow down, go in, slow down, go in. You know, you ever see like The Incredibles
Mm-hmm.
where Dash is like running at the end, like go, go, go. I'm like, whoa, 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 slow down. Like that's how he looked. It was like, like, how fast am I allowed to run?
So the funny thing about
Bonkers.
it is
Fast individual.
Chapin did all that and his kicker only put up 1 point.
Yeah, what a bum.
And Justin Jefferson put up 5.7. Who would have thought that?
Okay,
Score
if you told me he got
188,
yeah,
188, and Jefferson scores less than 6.
I was gonna say if you were like he scored 188, name the players that scored under 5. Justin Jefferson's not going to be one of the people I picked. That's wild. But I
Yeah.
mean, like,
So,
it's McCarthy.
yep, his team went absolutely bonkers. So the bottom 3 scorers of the week.
Back where we belong.
You're coming in at third lowest at 96.18 points.
It was a fun trip, but we know who we are.
You had a great run, my friend. Great run.
It was a good try, and I lost all of them, and all of them would have beat this score. Whatever. Stupid.
And Christian came in second to last at 93.02 points.
Jahmyr Gibbs would have gone a long way in that game, buddy.
Right?
Just
that
saying.
is, yeah.
That was the difference maker.
And then you have the person that Chapin played against.
I wish I'd have played him this week.
Mr. Jimmy.
French Fried Jim is back.
60.
So Chapin beat him with 2 people?
Pretty much.
2 people and his kicker. So his 1 extra point from his kicker. Oh, dude, that's the thing is these teams are bonkers. Like Jimmy's had a good run. He's been doing really well. And then it's like 60, and it's like 60. When's the last time you scored under 90? It's been weeks.
Let's put it this way. He scored 61. Kyron Williams put up 21.4 of those. Yeah. I mean, he just ran into like.
You know what though? I'll tell you this. This is the truth right here. Because I was talking about, James getting beat, like high score, getting beat by the brick wall, you getting beat by the brick wall, me getting beat by the brick wall, right? At least Jimmy never tried. They're not a thing he could have done. If you're going to have a shit week, do it against 188 points. What a great week to shit the bed, right?
Yep,
oh, well.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter. You could have done, no matter what you would have done, you aren't going to catch him.
Nope.
So I would have way rather done that against you and then have my 130 this week.
Oh, for sure.
Way she goes.
For sure. Yeah.
That's Jimmy will be back though.
Yeah. I mean, when you have Bo Nix put up under 11 points as your starting quarterback,
that's really weird because Bo's been he's been playing really well.
See, I think Broncos are a sham of a team. Bo's done good, but the Broncos are a sham.
Okay.
Look, their defense is legit. Their offense is a sham.
One of those teams. I didn't know Matt LaFleur was their coach too.
Yep.
We're not forgiving Matt LaFleur this week.
Look at their win-loss records, and you'll understand why I say that.
I'll tell you, man, if Matt LaFleur needs help packing his bags this week, I'm down to help him move.
Anywhere but there.
Nowhere in Wisconsin, dude. Take anywhere you want to go. Fuck, let's send him to the Bears. They're getting good. We need them to suck again.
Bro.
Had enough of their nonsense.
But yeah, as I was saying, like the Broncos team is a sham. They beat
Well, let's
Tennessee 20 to
look.
12.
Everyone beats Tennessee. They suck.
They lost to the Colts 29-28. Lost to the Chargers 23-20. Beat the Bengals 28 to 3.
Nah, Bengals suck.
That was when they still had
Jake Browning.
Browning. Yep.
We remembered his name this time. Good for us.
Yep. They beat the Eagles 21-17, so that was a good win. They beat the Jets 13 to 11. Beat the Giants 33-32.
That's wild.
Beat the Cowboys 44-24, so that's a legit win. Beat the Texans 18 to 15.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
And beat the Raiders 10 to 7.
They are significantly superior to the Packers, though.
True. But they play the Chiefs this week, so as long as the Chargers beat Jaguars, Chargers could be in first place.
You should beat the Jaguars.
We should.
We should have beat the Browns, though, and the Panthers,
And the
and the
Cowboys.
Eagles, and the Cowboys. We shouldn't have lost any games. Well, like thinking
Head
about
coaching.
it. Well, yeah, he was ordering Culver's on the sideline or whatever it was. Sitting there staring at the freaking tablet. I don't know. That was probably his mobile Madden game. He was like, "What
Did
do
you
I
see the
call in this
meme?
situation?"
Did
I know
you
he's
see
on the
the
tab.
meme
There's
that
a lot of tablet memes out there.
he's like, how to run an NFL offense?
Okay, I'm not even playing. Like, I'm going to go on a tangent here and bitch about this for a second. He literally runs plays like I teach my children how to do it in Madden, right? And the thing to understand is that my kids don't understand football strategy, right? So we're going over simple, fundamental basics, right? Come out, maybe run the ball on first down, right? See where you end up. Play off of that. If you get like 8 yards on a run, it opens up a play action for you. And then it kind of really opens up third down for you if that doesn't work out, right? If they're kind of blitzing at you really fast, throw a screen on them, right? Use some quick stuff. If they're giving you like a lot of man coverage, find your one-on-one matchups. And that's literally what he's doing. But this is what I'm teaching children to do. And given they run it just like he does, where like they don't actually pay attention to the defensive part. Like he'll run a screen against the Tampa 2.
Yeah, not the best play call there, guys.
No, it's like, hey, if they're blitzing, maybe you run a screen then because then you can get behind them. But then when you like run a blanket linebacker coverage across the mid, it's like as soon as you go to throw the screen, everyone's converging to one area.
Yeah, but how much of that is Jordan Love not reading the defense?
That's fair.
I think
But
a
I
lot of
mean,
that's
like,
on Love.
I wonder if he's allowed to audible though. Like he
Yeah.
definitely doesn't have like the command that Rodgers did, where Rodgers was kind of like, get fucked. I'm not doing that. Every once in a while he would like, those like random like air out balls Rodgers would throw, and they'd be like, why would he do that? And he was like, to show you how stupid that play was. But that was it. Love, I think he definitely feels like he's really at the whim of like whatever Matt tells him to do. And
He's a yes man.
Yeah, he is. And he really just his lack of touch. I don't know, whatever. I could bitch about Jordan Love right now for hours. I love the kid. I really do. But as far as like the answer, I would keep him and dump Matt LaFleur and try with a new offensive coordinator because we've seen a lot of highlights out of Jordan Love. And Matt LaFleur has made the same mistakes for 5, 6 years, whatever, however long he's been there. So I would give Jordan Love like another chance, but I would definitely move on from the coaching staff.
Yeah,
Had
I can see
enough
that.
of them. I'm just quickly looking like, who did we lose to? Oh, man, yeah, we shouldn't have lost any games. Tied the Cowboys
Browns-
at 40. Lost to the
Browns,
Browns
Eagles.
13-10. 13-10. Lost to the Panthers 16-13, and lost to the Eagles 7-10. We should be undefeated right now. This is pathetic.
It's a rough go, man. It's a rough go.
Like think about it, right? We are 4-4-4. Was that 12? We're 13 points away from being undefeated.
Yeah.
That's not even embarrassing. That's unacceptable. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like I said, we went and got Micah Parsons for a reason, right? Micah Parsons was supposed to be the one piece that we had that we needed to make the Super Bowl. That was the move. That's what was declared with that move. And we're out here dropping games to the Panthers and the Browns. Like, we got 8 weeks to clean it up, and it's a pretty rough schedule. So,
yeah, you can't do that.
nope.
You can't do that.
Luckily, I'd say be careful playing your Packers wide receivers, but luckily I have them all. So, no big deal. But if it's damn Josh Jacobs, he's out of my lineup. So, had
Probably a wise call.
You tell me why, like, we moved on from Aaron Rodgers, but I'm still starting him. So, I don't trust Jordan Love against the Giants. You understand? I don't trust Jordan Love against the Giants.
Not with their defensive line.
It's absolutely bonkers, man. But anyway, I trust Josh Jacobs to always find a way. But anyway, and that's why we scored 96. Matt LaFleur,
there you go.
Your actions impact other people. Think about your choices.
So let's do our quick recap from week 9, because pretty easy. I mean, like I said, we got them all right. We picked the same people, so we got them all right. You versus Robbie, we both lost that one.
I do want to call this out though, because I feel like we absolutely freaking missed it last week. And even though I'm upset, I don't want to miss the chance to talk about how the two Roberts with teams named after boobs were going head to head. And I don't think we brought good enough attention to that. And somehow it's never dawned on me that both the Bobbies have freaking titty teams. And so I just wanted to draw attention to that for a quick second. We had the Booby Bowl, and I'm upset I didn't win the Booby Bowl. But
yep,
it was kind of funny. I think I was walking through like Tractor Supply, and I was like, wait a minute. So kind of funny. Yeah, we both picked me, and I dropped the ball on that one.
You dropped your beads.
Yep, hard.
Well, speaking of dropping the ball hard on that one, me versus Tommy, we both picked me. Obviously, we know how that went.
Tommy had a good week.
I think Tommy's
got luck of it. He was just pounding Guinnesses like, come on.
He did something with that leprechaun. I don't know.
That's what it was. He gave up the pot of gold for a W. Good on you, Tommy. I can respect that.
So Jimmy versus Chapin. Obviously, we both picked Chapin to win. We got that one right.
I didn't expect it to be like that, though. My gosh.
No.
Like, yeah, I think if Chapin tripled up, or not Chapin, sorry. If Jimmy tripled up, he'd have lost the Chapin by like 6 points, which is freaking wild. He would have needed 9 Kyron Williamses to get close. No, he would have beat him by 1.
He would have beat him. Yep. So Derek versus Christian, we both picked Derek to win. We got that one right. Derek's team's on a roll. Obviously, getting Jahmyr Gibbs helps.
I think it does. I've heard he's very good at football. Derek went out and got his guy, and it looks like it's paying off. So
James versus Keith, we both picked Keith to win.
Yeah, Keith won by like what, 11 o'clock y'all's time?
Something like that.
Yeah. Good Lord.
I told you, Keith is my pick to win it all.
Yeah, well, he hasn't traded away like his best running back yet. So even though he did trade away an incredible run, how did we let this happen?
My fault.
With a veto, we failed. All right.
Yep. And then Tyler versus Michael, we both picked Tyler to win, and Tyler pulled that one out.
Yep. That was low, too. Wasn't it like 103 to...
Yeah, Tyler was in the bottom 6 scores. 102.92 to 99.
102.92 to 99.94. Wow. It would be like, when we talk about like the luck bowl, it would come down to like something silly like that.
Yep. And that's why I said,
funny.
I think Tyler's team's a fraud.
You keep saying that. Does he watch? Does he call you? Like, hey, man.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't think Tyler watches this.
That's good for you.
No, I'd tell him his team's a fraud.
You're on here bashing him all the time.
Yep.
Fraudulent ass team. And call them the Tyler Broncos. Is that what you want to go with? Just to full circle this one up.
Yeah, something like that.
Goodness gracious. Yeah. It's all in fun.
That was our week 10. As stupid as it was.
That was a wild week 10.
I'm still heated about losing.
Yeah, me too. But the thing is,
Heated.
like I said, what made it so angry about losing is that it was the Packers' final drive that I needed to win that game. Go down, get a touchdown, beat the Eagles. I beat Robbie. Nope. Because I'm going to get the touchdown. If they throw it in, I'm going to get it. If they run it in, I'm going to get it. So just go get the touchdown. And yeah, so it was like a double kick in the nads pretty hard. Just like, no, okay, we're just going to do terrible. I
Yeah, I
guess
mean,
we should go
even
scrap.
then, it would have been something stupid like a reverse to Savion Williams.
Oh, yeah, that would have, could you imagine? That would have broke my heart.
Yeah,
They like
that's
do a
what it
run,
would have
like
been.
end around Josh Jacobs, like, yeah, and then he just goes, huh,
Yeah,
heads backwards.
yeah,
That's not a pass. Yeah.
that's what it would have been.
Something like that. Just to crush me one last time. But at least they would have won. I wouldn't have felt so bad. But I just went to bed so angry. Stayed up till midnight for that, dude. Oh, anyway.
I know when I messaged you and you're like, I'm not watching, I'm putting up blinds. I figured you weren't gonna
Yeah.
watch the game.
Maybe I should have just not. I should have put the blinds up and went to bed.
There you go. So yeah, let's move on to week 11. Let's get these matchups going.
Yeah, let's go to week 11. Week 11's cool. We could go lose some more games.
You're going up
Alrighty.
against Michael.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Um, it's funny because he loses Garrett Wilson, and he's been super dependent on wide receivers this year. But Lamar Jackson against Cleveland's pretty cool, and his luck factor has just been. I want to check something really quick on Jamar Chase. Yeah, this happened last time Jamar Chase played Pittsburgh, 30 points. I'm just really not optimistic about anything for us this season after last week. I'm swinging for the fences. I put Tez Johnson in. He had that 18-point game this week, so we brought him up off the practice squad effectively. And yeah, we're putting Jordan Love on the bench. So yeah, just kind of swinging for all of them. I might go Fannin over Goddard because Baltimore is not as good at defense as who's Goddard even playing? I forget. Detroit. So I don't know. Maybe I'll change Fannin in. And I probably will. But yeah, honestly, I'm gonna take Michael in this one just based off
I mean, it
everything.
helps you. It helps you getting T and Rice back.
Yeah, having them gone hurt.
That's going to help you quite a bit.
Maybe that'll be the battle. It'll come down to the Cincinnati wide receivers between him and I. I don't know. The way things have been going, the way Michael has lucked out so many times, I'm not changing it. I think Michael wins this one.
All right, so you're going to go Michael on that one.
I'm gonna go Michael.
I think I am going to go with Michael as well.
Yep, that completely adds up.
Think so.
Just getting smoked every week.
But I could be wrong.
I'm sure
I'm
I'll have like a
hoping I'm
good
wrong.
showing and he'll still jump me. But
I'm hoping I'm wrong because he's ahead of me in the standings. So I want him to be. I want
you
him to
need him to
lose.
lose.
I want you to
Yeah,
win.
you need some beat ups up there. I'll do my best to help everybody up top going forward because I don't know, unless we're getting a losing record in the playoffs, 2-8, it's over. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Play
that was the other part that
spoiler.
was fun. Yeah, so I'll tell you that was good, right? Packers lose, I lose, playoff hope's gone. And it happened in like 20 seconds.
The trifecta.
It was rough, man. It was rough. All right, moving on. You and James.
Yes.
All righty. Make sure nobody's missing in here. he going to go back to somebody? It looks like this may be his lineup.
I think
Okay.
that's going to be his lineup.
Oof. I mean, everything says you're supposed to win this.
Supposed to.
And you get Lamb back this week, right?
Yes.
And
They
then
get Lamb
Harvey
and
doesn't
Aubrey
have.
back.
Also, it's kind of cool because you had to run Dobbins and Harvey to get all the carries. Now you're probably going to get all of them for like one guy. Brees Hall back in, projected at 11. That's probably low considering what he just did.
Yeah, but New England's defense is legit.
Yeah, they are. They are. Drake May against the Jets, he could go off. But you're playing Jacksonville. McCaffrey against Arizona, that's a good matchup. Against Dallas, that's ideal. Against Vegas, that's ideal. Parker Washington may not have that good of a game. Against Tennessee, good Lord. Bowers against Dallas. No, you're going to win this one.
All right.
I'm picking you. I think there's a lot of really good matchups on your side. And you're looking at bounce backs.
I'm rolling the same. I can't pick against myself.
Oh, right. I can. It's not hard anymore. Look, you want to be right or you want to dream, okay?
I want to dream. I'm a dreamer.
You dream on. Dream on. Like Aerosmith.
Yep. Exactly.
All right. Keith and Tommy. Does Tommy have another one of those in him?
No.
I think a lot of it was kind of fluky. Although I will say Vidal's been doing really well. Jones had a great against the Bears. That's not ideal. Running 2 Bears wide receivers against Minnesota. That's pretty ideal. Kenneth Walker. Cheer, Jawan Jennings had that one to for Mac Jones. Is Brock Purdy back in this week? I think he is, right?
I don't know yet. I have no idea.
Ladd against Jacksonville is very ideal. DK Metcalf against Cincinnati is incredibly ideal. Donald, Barkley. Oof. Oh, but the Colts are on a bye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he's throwing in Dowdle.
Yeah, I know. But against Atlanta's done a pretty good job of stopping the run. I still think it's Keith, though.
Yeah, it's Keith and
this matchup right
not
here.
Not going to say a landslide.
Tampa Bay.
Yep.
No, probably not a landslide, but I don't know if Tommy's got. I hope he does. Go for it, Tommy. Tommy could go from 3 weeks ago, the fantasy gods hating him, to 5-6 and pushing the playoff spot. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be insane.
I mean, Mariota against Miami, it can happen. Yeah, I still think Keith, but I don't know. Go get him, Tommy.
Yep, I got Keith as well.
Yep. All right, Jimmy and Derek. That's a 0. You're not running the ball on this. I mean, you won't. The Giants are going to score like 10 points to win the game, but Kyron Williams against Seattle, that's rough.
So
Jerry
Michael
Mooney
Pittman's out.
Get a deal. Yeah, no Pittman. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's rough. Well, you might put Xavier Worthy back in. Oh, Pickens is back as well, which is ideal. So this isn't his final lineup. So Mooney will come out, or Elijah Moore will come out. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna run with him. So, so if he pulls out Elijah Moore, that gives him an 8-point bump. 254. Okay, so they'll pop Worthy and Pickens back in, which will boost him up a little bit. Then
Pickens will help
as well. And then he might run Boswell. Yeah. Okay, so he's a lot closer than this. He's probably around 111, 115 projected.
Yeah.
But Derek's been on that run.
Derek's been on a run. And
Boy,
were
this is
these
a playoff
since?
game. This is for playoff contentions. Holy crap. 5 and
Yep.
5, 6 and 4. I don't think McCarthy gets 20 though.
No,
Against Chicago.
no. But I don't think Knicks is going to get 22 against Kansas City.
Boy, okay, so let's call these both 10. So we're in the same spot we were before. Bijan and Gibbs. Golly. Nakua. Oh, and he's got him on a bye. He's going to put, oh, man. Oh, and he's going to get Prescott back. So he's not even going to play McCarthy. He's going to play Dak against Las Vegas. Okay, now Derek's going to take this one, I think.
Yep. I'm in agreement.
Yeah. I think that's going to happen.
All right. Who we got next?
Christian and Chapin.
It's Chapin.
Baker against Buffalo. Buffalo's really not as good as they seem to be. Jefferson's going to have to come up against Chicago. He's not going to leave him in there. Who did he have?
So if Gadsden is out for Keith, he's going to have to roll with Mason Taylor or Chigakonkwo.
Those are names. Are we still talking about Keith?
No,
You said Keith.
talking about Christian. Sorry.
Christian,
Sorry, I
okay.
thought I said Christian. Christian.
Yeah.
No, you can put Kate Otten in.
Uh-huh.
And then run Troy Franklin. Maybe Brian Thomas Jr.
Maybe if he comes back, yeah. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I still think I'm going to roll Chapin, just coming off that hot streak.
He is coming off that hot streak. I don't know. I got a vibe. I think Christian's going to win this one.
All right.
I don't know. It's something.
Something
I can't
about
explain it. Don't ask me to explain it.
Something in the air.
Yeah. Something's telling me that's going to be Christian. We got to differ somewhere anyway. I think it's 4-3 anyway, so we should get into a tie because that seems to be our thing now.
Yep.
Tyler
and then
and
the
Robbie.
final one. Tyler
Is
and
Brissett
Robbie.
going to do it again? Is he just going to outplay? Oh, man. Against San Fran, though? That's kind of rough. But he'll put Kamara's going to. Okay, he's got Kamara on a bye. So who's down here? Oh, Warren on a bye. Oh, boy. Okay, so Purdy is projected to play, but he's going to put Mahomes back in.
Yep. So Mahomes will be in.
I haven't memorized everyone's teams just yet. But still, that's going to be a long way back, I think, with all the other people he needs to get in.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a tight end that he can plug in, does he?
Yeah, I think this one's going to be Tyler.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing.
Yo, real quick, though, Jaden Daniels is a badass. Not going on the IR.
Yeah, that's pretty strange. I thought they were going to put him on the IR.
I know. He was like, give me a week. And was like, dude, your arm wasn't connected. Yeah.
Good thing it wasn't his throwing arm.
Yeah, right? He's like, I can just like tape it to my side or something. It's just an extension. Remember we used to break our fingers and you just like tape them together and play?
Yep.
It's the same thing.
Popsicle sticks.
Yeah, just tape it to your side. You'll be okay.
Yep. Just
you
popsicle
can run
stick
with one arm. Yeah. All right.
So, yeah.
I think that knocks out those.
Yep. So our only difference is
Christian and Chapin.
Christian Chapin.
Even
So
without Gibbs, I think he'll pull it off. I wish he still had Gibbs. It would have been a lot easier to. I don't know. I think
well, that would have been
my champion prediction has been disrupted. So
that would have been a great matchup if he still had Gibbs.
yeah, it'd been really cool. But oh well, he doesn't. Now Derek can roll.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. You're up what, 4-3?
4-3.
I think you're up 4-3.
Yep.
So I could even it up this week. Not that I want Chapin to win, but go Chapin. Maybe that just cursed him. Maybe that's why Christian's gonna win.
I was gonna say, I don't. That's what it was. That was the feeling.
Okay. All right. There
As
you
I
go.
did it, like as soon as you said Chapin, I got a feeling, and it was like, I don't know, something's telling me Christian's gonna win this one.
There you go.
And I think we just figured out what it was.
Hit the nail on the head. All right, so let's get into our last little segment here, doing the updated of the draft picks. Again, we'll have a off-season discussion podcast about if we want to change this.
Yeah, man. Nothing like being in last place with the 4th overall pick.
Yep. But your team is good.
Because my bench players did really well.
Yep. So going into it.
No, we went over this the other day, right? Oh, sorry. I was going to say, we went over this the other day when I sent you that thing, and it was like my average per week, if I picked correctly, would be like 146 or something like that. And I was like, oh, shit, it is my fault. So, whoops.
Yep. So with the 6th pick, as of right now, it is going to be Christian at 1,534-ish points.
Christian is the 6th pick. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yep.
That is actually this.
Yeah, we're going 6 down.
Okay.
5th pick is James with 1,464.74 points scored, or max points. So at 6'5", Rob, you're coming in at pick 4 with 1,456.54 points.
I wonder where all those points were. Yeah, I've never seen them.
Yep. Number 3 pick is Jimmy coming in with 1,278.2 points.
Jimmy, who's like 2 or 3 places ahead of me in the standings.
Yep. Tommy's coming in with pick number 2 right now with 1,150.02 points.
Oh yeah, Tommy, who's 2 ahead of me in the standings and also beat me. Yeah.
Yep. And then number 1 overall pick as it stands right now is Robbie with 1,125.88 max points.
Right, Robbie, who's 1 above me in the standings and also beat me.
Mm-hmm.
Because my team is better than theirs.
It is. Your team is better than theirs.
My record begs to differ.
Okay. By that route, do you want to look at my roster compared to somebody else's that's ahead of me in the standings? Because we can do that.
No, you're just a bum.
Huh? Yeah. I've outscored Michael just in points for, not max points for. I've outscored the defending champ by almost 200 points. He's ahead of me in the standings.
There was like one game, though, where you beat the shit out of me for no reason.
I've outscored Derek by over 100 points. He's ahead of me in the standings. I'm 15 points behind Keith. And I am 50 points above Tyler, who's in first place with an 8-2 record.
Right, okay. And so what is your current draft position?
I don't have one yet because we haven't made the playoffs.
Right, but say the league ended today and you were standing where you're at, what would be
we have to go. We have to go to the playoffs.
Okay, so assume the playoffs ended with it. Okay, hypothetically.
But who won?
Speaking.
But again, who won the league?
Right. Assume the standings are who won. Assume the standings are who won.
So going back there, according to this as it stands now, I would have the eighth pick,
Right. Which is respective of your position in the league.
but it's not.
No. Like if we look at, hold on, I'm going to pull it up because you're being silly here. All right. So you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. You're the 8th overall team and would have the 8th overall pick. So your pick would be representative of your standings. But I'm only grumpy because mine will not be. I'm going to get the
No,
punishment and
but if you, again, we've talked about the reason why we do max 4, and you understand why we do it because you look at those potential
because I've
rosters.
tanked way too often. I know.
No, it's not about that. It's the point. The max points 4 takes into account your overall roster, not just your starting lineup.
Yeah, I know. It looks at
So
like how good your team could
it,
be, regardless of how
yeah,
poorly you
it
start
looks at
them. Yeah, I know.
the whole time, your whole roster throughout the league, from drafting and everything, trades, like it factors all that in because those are players that you built. Now, just because you don't start the right players doesn't mean that somebody that's 300 less points than you has a better roster.
But if
They
you have
just,
like 6 good wide receivers, you can only start so many of them. 8 good wide
in this
receivers? I don't know. I have
league,
a lot of good wide receivers.
you can technically start 5.
Yeah. But then you got a guy going off on your bench. That's all I'm saying. Maybe that's why he got rid of Bijan. He about the extra points on his bench. Anyway,
You
that's
know,
that's just my complaint. It wouldn't matter so much if it wasn't impacting me so hard.
okay. So if you were ahead of James, so say you were 4 and 6 right now, would you
Boy,
have the
that
same
sounds
complaint?
cool. I would be no, because I'd probably be right where I am, the 4th overall pick. So it'd kind of be like right
So,
where my
yeah.
record would put me. I don't know.
And that's why I've talked about, and like I
Here's
said,
what it is, Chris. I need only good players on my team because I can't pick the right ones. Okay. So I need to draft early so everyone is good and then I can't screw up. That's all I'm trying to say.
okay.
See?
No,
Big brain
it's
moves.
big brain moves. Laser
All right.
focused.
I'll hop off that soapbox for now. There'll
Yeah,
be off season to
we'll,
go off on it.
oh yeah, there's gonna be plenty, I'm sure. With that said, guys, give us some ideas for off-season shows. We're getting to that time of year.
Getting really close.
And I'm thinking
It won't
with
be
the
long.
off-season shows, I think we'll go every other week.
Yeah, we don't need to, I mean, yeah, we don't, there's not going to be like too many updates. There's a lot of slump time too between like after the Super Bowl. And then you get into weird stuff that's like, what really impacts us? And then we could do stuff where it's like, oh, let's look at the people coming out. But then I don't want to give away my strategies. So,
No, but what I'm thinking about doing, I'm running this through my mind right now. I don't have any draft picks coming up
you don't.
in the league.
Nope.
So what I'm thinking we can do, if you want, because you're going to be drafting, we could jump on, do a podcast, record it, and we'll just you do your screen share, and you can do the live draft on the pod.
Well, like when we draft,
Yeah, when we're actually doing the
that'll be fun.
draft.
That'd be fun.
You know, so that way we can talk through it because obviously nobody's going to see it during the draft. They'll see it afterwards. So you can talk
If
about
you want
why
to
you're
hear me
leaning
say,
towards.
son of a bitch, like a lot of times, sure.
Yeah, I want to do the
His
whole
name
Mel
was
Kiper
Cam
thing.
Scattaboo.
Yep.
The
I'll be
whole
the
Mel
Mel Kiper.
Kiper thing. This guy's going to
Yep.
be awesome. And this guy's a bum. And you're talking about, you're completely wrong. Yeah.
Yep.
Very Mel
Everything else I say
Kiper-y.
is wrong, apparently.
I wish I could be that bad at my job and still get paid. I'll be honest. I want to be Colin Cowherd so bad. Like just have opinions that don't matter.
I was going to say, I don't think Colin Cowherd actually knows a damn thing about anything. It's just his opinion.
That's what I'm saying. He just talks. It's just an opinion.
Yeah.
Forever his opinion is more valid. I don't get it, but I want to unlock the secret.
We should do another podcast where it's just our opinions.
That is what we're doing, and our opinions are bad.
So are his. So what's your point? We need millions of viewers.
Now. We're pros. Yeah. All right. All righty.
But
good times.
With that being said, hopefully week 11 is a little bit more normal in the NFL fantasy football realm.
This year feels weirder, right? It's not just me, right? Things feel really weird.
It's off. It is off.
It's very strange. Very strange.
I mean, I think my opinion, the only person that should be 8-2 is Keith.
His team's pretty good. Like really good.
Based on his roster, he's the only one that should be 8.
Yeah, here we are. I don't know, some of us crap the bed sometimes, Go off for 180, score 90. Changes.
So, and that's the
thing.
Like,
but that ties back in the NFL, though, like the weird stuff, right? Like the Eagles were like, we're not going to throw the ball. And then it became a passing offense. And all of a sudden they're taking deep shots to like Smith, like this should have been the whole time. And throwing on 4th down with 30 seconds left to try to hit A.J. Brown. I don't know if he had like a contract deal or something that night where it's like, you got to hit it, or he's on Stefanski's like fantasy team, or just weird stuff. Really weird stuff. So
I don't know, man. Yeah. Going back, like I said, Tyler's team, he has less than 1,100 points scored against him on the season.
Yeah, I could have gone for that. Being the number 1 scored against is rough. It's like it doesn't matter how good your team is because you weren't allowed to get over the hump because you had to play against good teams on their good days. So if you had a better player that you could draft early, you could get over that hump and compete with those teams. But since you have to draft,
if it makes you feel any better, I'm number 2 scored against again.
It doesn't actually, because you have 5 wins.
Yeah.
And you beat the dog piss out of me and made me the number 1 scored against. So
you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. It just gives me something to complain about, right? It gives me some like credit to like, it's not my fault, but it is. We could have won some games early on. We could have made some better decisions. There's some we couldn't have gotten away from. There's definitely plays we could have made. I couldn't have guessed played Dylan Gabriel over Jordan Love. Who knew he was going to 3X Jordan Love? He has Dylan Gabriel, drafted in the 4th round, 5th round, something like that. 3rd round, I think.
4th, I think.
Yeah, something like that. A late draft. That's cool. Plays for the Browns, who completely suck, and outdid Jordan Love, who was drafted to replace Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, that makes complete sense. I would have thought to do that.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I started Sam Darnold, so we're not going to talk about that.
That makes sense, though. He's been on a roll.
Apparently
He's been
not.
Rolling. I would burn him again, honestly.
Nope.
But that's okay. You don't have to. You can trade him to me for 2. I'll take him off your hands.
Ride his ass on the bench. At least until week 12.
I'm going to say you're starting to sound like the Jets and the 49ers and the Panthers.
I mean, week 12, him against Tennessee or...
Oh, my gosh.
Or, let's see, Justin Herbert's on a bye.
Against Tennessee.
Or Trevor Lawrence against Arizona.
Yeah, it's going to be Darnold. I was if it was Trevor Lawrence against Cincinnati, I'd run that one, but...
Well, yeah, or Miami.
But... Although they rolled the Bills, being said, what do I know?
Yeah, they did. That was insane.
With that being said, we can go. We've said with that being said enough times.
Yep. We're at an hour, so let's cut this short, get some editing done, try to get this out to you guys tomorrow evening, and we'll go from there.
Sweet. Good times.
All right. Exactly. Like I said, if anybody else wants to come in and host, because I don't know what I'm talking about, feel free to jump in. I'll send you the link. You and Rob can talk.
Hop on. It'll be fun.
Yep. Actually, if you got anybody who wants to join us on a Tuesday night, just let me know. I'll send you the link.
Yep. That'll be
fun. Jump in. Right on, man. Well, good luck this week.
Thank you.
I mean, you are playing the Luck King and Michael, so. Yeah.
That's whatever. It's all in
And
the
we
family.
still need to get him on.
Yeah, I gotta get him to answer the phone
Yep. But all right,
one of
guys,
these
with that
days.
said, good luck.
Later.
You guys have a good night. See ya.